Right, hi everyone. I've been asked to briefly explain how to find and compare Australian and New Zealand companies that we at Shareclarity cover. And when I say cover, I mean the companies that we have a full-time financial analyst actively researching and valuing. And from my perspective, I think there are probably two easy ways to do this. The first is to simply search and filter for sectors that you find interesting, and the second is to leverage off a company you already know. So the first one is just I'd go and click the company list. This will take you to a list of all the companies that we cover with a variety of filters at the top, and that's where you'd start to do your filtration process. So you'd unclick the Hong Kong companies. This will start to give you New Zealand and Australian companies, and then I'd probably start by saying, expand into retail, for example, clothing and accessories, push apply, and then this will shortlist all of the companies that we cover within the sector. And you can quickly scroll down and start to see what they're about with a short snapshot about what specifically it is that they do. Now, the second way is that you can either click on one of these companies or just type it in here in the search list, and this will take you to the company itself. And from here, you should be able to see other comparative companies within this sector lined up by different measures here. So you can compare them by price to earnings ratio, you can compare them by dividend yield, and you can compare them by value gap, which will give you an indication of which companies we think might be overpriced and might be underpriced. And as I say, when you get to this page, probably the next step is to go and familiarize yourself with the company if it is new. And I would recommend scrolling down to the overview section. You can expand this out. You can learn what the business does, how it operates, what are its strategies, risks, opportunities, and its full history back to, in this case, Kathmandu 1987, all the way through to 2020. And when you're done with that, just minimize that. You can also go and access the past annual reports and historic information, read a bit of a blog forum that we have, recent media articles, NZX announcements, and if you really wanted to, you can also go and access the company's website directly at the top of the page. So that's what I'd go and start with, and that should hopefully help.